Good morning, all of you. Honorable President of this valedictory function, Professor Patnaik, Honorable Professor Pani, Professor Padhi, Professor Rao, Professor Satpathy, guests in front of me, invitees and dear students. It's an honor for me to address all of you, and I sincerely thank Professor Padhi and his team for organizing this international conference. I would be very brief in my presentation. First thing, as I am a professor of commerce, that may be the reason why I have been called to address all of you. The first point I will discuss is regarding what is the prerequisite for trade and commerce. I will speak only one point, that I say infrastructure. What is this infrastructure? I was inside Mindtree last year and I was learning what is infrastructure. There I found 4 types of infrastructure. Physical infrastructure, building this, land, this, that, furnitures. Digital infrastructure I found, which is the need of the hour. Now we want to combine Bharat with India, and that is the thing which we can combine. We call that as digital infrastructure. The third one I learned, intellectual infrastructure, where the role of the teachers, role of the resource persons, role of the academicians and all people are there in the intellectual infrastructure. And last one I learned, emotional infrastructure, which I tried to implement in Utkal University and I got A+. One of the reasons is this emotional infrastructure. In psychology department, we started the process. We went for brainstorming sessions and we took care of the mental health of all the students of Utkal University. And we got A+. Now that mark is A++ because last month I was in NAC and I found that whatever marks we secured, now the rank would be A++ for Utkal University. The second point I will tell you that in India there are many welcome moves. I will tell you only 3 things. The first one is reforms, including the most important reform. Today the syllabus committee meeting is going on, which I was heading earlier, and we are changing the syllabus. This GST, this indirect tax, is the most important reform we say so far. Many reforms we would be having in the area of ease of doing things or ease of doing business. And we are learning a lot from our mistakes. For example, think regarding Punjab National Bank, think regarding our central bank RBI. They are learning from their mistakes. And what are the powers of RBI? I know that because I was working in Reserve Bank of India before coming to the Utkal University. Then challenges. I will only point out 3 challenges here. Think regarding urbanization, huge urbanization in India. That is also one of the process by which we are trying to bridge the gap between rural and urban. The second one, think regarding the rising middle class. Think regarding their demand. And that will bring a lot of trade and commerce in India. Then the last point is think regarding the free spending millennials in India. They have a lot of money now. Even my students in Utkal University, lot of resources, and they spend freely. These 3 points will tell you that what are the things which are coming. We have to face them. Accordingly, we have to prepare ourselves. Accordingly, we have to design our strategies. Then I will tell you regarding three opportunities which India is having. Think regarding grassroots innovations. The Science Congress was there in Bhubaneswar. I always watch the Science Congress, what the Prime Minister is saying. So the Prime Minister every year, he gives some awards to grassroots innovations. I still remember my days during 1988-89, that one year I was inside Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad, which is considered as the best business school in India. At that time, the Chinese people, they came to IIM Ahmedabad to learn the process of grassroots innovation. They learned from India in 1980s. They surpassed us in most of the respects in 90s or in 2000, those areas. I was inside China in 2010 to see their progress, to do some research on them also. Think regarding our entrepreneurship. Think regarding the culture of entrepreneurship in Odisha or in India. We have to bring that culture, we have to bring that environment which is required. The last one is think regarding our productivity. We have only 24 hours a day. But if we use the modern tools and techniques, we can add more hours to our days. Think regarding this sentence, how to add more hours to our days by the help of tools and techniques. That is the need of the hour. In my concluding remarks, I will tell you also three things. First one, what India needs: good governance, which we lack. There is governance deficit, no doubt regarding that. We need excellent institutions with excellent leaders, so that they show their excellence throughout the world. The second point, can you not create some kind of win-win situation? Please go to the internet and find out the 4 races between tortoise and rabbit, and how in the last race they are changing and they are creating. In all other 3 races, there was one winner and one loser. In the internet you can see the race. But in the last race you will find out both tortoise and rabbit are winners. Can we not create those kind of situations in India or in all the countries? Create some kind of win-win situations. Create organizations like Uber or Ola. Create organizations where there is empowerment. Not only today you will find empowerment of ladies. I was reading a lot in Economist Times today regarding the empowerment. So we have to learn from our mistakes, not only from our mistakes, but also from the mistakes of other countries. So I have a lot of hopes regarding the trade and commerce of India. I have no doubt that within a few years, India will be a $5 trillion economy. With that hope, I conclude. Thank you. Thank you very much.